I mean, yeah, everybody probably got the Apple method. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5 in years. So it's too time consuming.
It is too time consuming. And then like this is old man stuff. It's funny because if you play the game, if you want to redo your character, you have to pay it's like $500,000 of your Grand Theft Auto money that you got to spend just to start over online. And think about, and like some people be like, yo, my dude don't look right. His stats ain't good. I'm going to just start over. All right, they go $500,000. And it's like, it's crazy. And it take time to get all your money up and stuff. But my dude, he dope. He Dominican and black.
Wait, isn't that an oxymoron?
But some Dominicans don't claim to be black.
Okay.
We got the Hispanic community. I'm putting being to the task to let us know. Some of them don't rock with us, so I gotta be.
No, some don't. I told you I was going through the political numbers like this weekend, and I'm gonna have to go county by county because nobody want to break down the Latinos that what demographic voted Democratic and which one voted Republican. And it looks like the Mexicans in Texas.
Oh yeah, that's them.
Voted for the Republican Party. So I just want to break down. I want to know like who is who, like who do we rock with, who we not rocking with. When I say not rocking with, I don't hate people the way that y'all hate people online. Like I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I genuinely do not like either party. I have been unaffiliated since I've registered. You would never find a voter registration with me under a political party. So I've always hated everybody. Like just to be clear.
And you got to be careful because some of the like every time Karina goes to vote, her race says white. And she has to always correct him.
Wow.
And which is funny because I know a dude. Now this is bad because he went to jail. And I know him.
Yeah.
And he's Puerto Rican. And online it says he's white. So some of them like just be checking by like, oh, okay, you look and you seen her. She's light. Yeah. So it's like, oh, white. And it's like, so some of them stats be mixed up in there. But you're right. I want to know too, man. But some of y'all Hispanics, y'all don't claim to be down with us. Dominicans, Cubans.
I mean, until it's convenient. Yeah, it's convenient.
I gotta say the N-word right now, so
yeah,
it's convenient.
Exactly, it's convenient. There you go.
Yo, they cancel Fat Joe, and when I say cancel, it's not because they really cancel Fat Joe, or we don't really cancel nobody. I think the only person that got canceled was R. Kelly, correct?
Yeah, R. Kelly was the only person that got canceled.
Yeah, and then if you go to anybody's wedding that's like in their 40s or later, R. Kelly gets played throughout the whole reception, so he ain't really canceled. But I would say,
Bill Cosby, I think they canceled Bill.
Nah, once Bill did that look back, that jump was funny. He was like. I don't know if people still watch it, but I never.
The whole cancel thing is crazy. Canceling, boycotting. I know y'all gonna disagree with me, but it's like, yo, just if you don't rock with somebody, just don't rock with them. Like this old ideal of like, oh, I hate you to the point where I want you to lose something. It's extra, man. Like it's giving extra energy in places. That's just my personal opinion.
But Fat Joe, I do want to see how you bounce back. I know they've been on Fat Joe's case for like a month.
Look, he's already rapped. He's older now. I mean, per usual, everybody comes in, plays in the community, get what they need from the community, and then when they become old, they bounce out. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, right? Real time with Bill Maher, right? Like he used to really, really rock with us, and then now he sounds like an old Euro American. You know what I'm saying? Get off my lawn. Like that's how he sounds. Like how many times do you have to see that they come in, they use the culture, and then they're gone,
Tyler.
Right? Like who?
Tyler.
Sorta. Vlad is a very good example because I guarantee you in 10 years, Vlad is going to be a far right Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not going to be the guy that talks to the culture, right? He's going to be the guy that's like, I know what's wrong with the community and this is what y'all need. Like it's time and time again. Like how many times they come in, they play in your face, and then when they get older and become more conservative, they act like they've never been apart, right? They Post Malone your ass.
Shout out to Posty, man.
Nothing against Post Malone. I think country music is where he should have always been.
Yep, but you got to do White Iverson, though, to get famous.
Yeah, we see Tommy Richmond.
Oh, gosh. Tommy, you making me look bad on my take on you. And I don't like that. I don't like when I say something, you hear it and you go opposite direction.
Tommy's like, let me give you another rap hit.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's like you doing this to me on purpose.
Yeah.
And me. I do got a question before we start this joint. What age did you feel like with your son that you was like, all right, I got to start letting him learn his own lessons?
Oh, very early, man.
Like,
yeah.
Early?
I don't know. Probably like once they can walk and pick themselves up after they fall, Yeah, it was like, I gotta let you tumble, right? I ain't gonna let you tumble off the top of the house.
Yeah.
But top of the bed, I'm gonna let you tumble. Couch, I'm gonna let you tumble.
It's funny now because we in this position where it's like, all right, I gotta let you F around and find out.
Yeah.
And he 3, but it's like some stuff you doing on purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I keep stopping you from bumping your head, it's like wondering, which got me down to this rabbit hole. Like, dang, I wonder what age did my dad say, like, all right, you got to learn now.
I think all dads probably it's probably like 3 because I mean you probably most kids start walking about what year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So they really about a year into it, about 2.5, you can really run around, run into stuff, pick yourself up.
Yeah,
so and you're not really there's nothing really you can do to hurt yourself.
Yeah,
at that age, and I think dads are really good at that. It's like letting kids fall and pick themselves because they do need to understand it's like hey. That's not gonna be safe.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be safe. So no, I would say probably most dads. I'll speak for myself. Probably right around 2.5, 3 was like yeah.
We was in the tub yesterday. Well, he was in the tub. I gotta stop that because y'all be online. Y'all be trying to kill me and spending time with their kids. Oh, he was in the tub with his son.
Yeah, bro, internet's stupid.
They are, but he was in the tub and he had his face down and he like playing in the water, and I was like, all right, find out. And I ain't gonna let my kid drown. But you know what? He started choking. I said, all right. He ain't did it since. Well, that wasn't, so he did it yesterday. So then we was doing something earlier. He didn't want to get near the tub this morning. I said, I figured your ass remembered. I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. This is episode 169. We are moving. By the end of this year, we'll be at the 200.
169 or 168?
169. Oh, that's supposed to say 9. He said, we got a board here that we stole from Joe Budden, so we got to keep it updated. But yeah, it's 169, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
As a micropod, as Joe called us.
Joe, I got a whole thing, and once we get to Ace and Keita at the end, I'm going to tell you what you trying to do to Melissa Ford. It's nasty work, but some stuff we like that's nasty. So when I see certain stuff happen on the internet, I'm kind of like, I agree with that.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good say. You think he's trying to run Melissa off?
Absolutely. It's not even close anymore. The whole segment, like he's been jabbing at her, which here's the thing.
I mean, they've been jabbing at each other.
Here's what I don't like.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like, this title might be I hate the internet, but this is what I don't like about the internet. Joe Budden jokes around with every co-host that he has.
Yeah.
They literally clown on each other every episode.
Yeah.
We get to do the equality thing when I look at Melissa Ford and I make jokes. I call her a Karen because she got Karen ways, or I talk about her, magically being at Quincy Jones' house when you just a model. It's always these jokes, right?
Yeah.
He, like last week, how many New York Knicks did you date? How many Cowboys have you dated? Like, just making jokes.
Yeah.
Right? Her bad movie career. But the internet feels like, you picking at her because she a woman. It's like, nah, I do this with my best friend for 30
with everybody.
years. Everybody. So, but some stuff is like, she don't be doing nothing. It does get to that point where he's just like, all right, let me just clown on you right quick. And and I think some of it is like, if I know that's an insecurity for you, or if I know you're not mentally stable enough, maybe I should just ease up a little bit.
Well, I think the insecurity part, right? Like if I know it's something that's going to bother you, but if we just being like honest, right? If we look at everybody that's on the panel, those guys better than I do. Mm-hmm. But I do know that Melissa Ford has probably lived the most interesting life
out of all of them,
out of everybody that's sitting down, including Joe Budden.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's not even close.
So it's like a lot of times, it's that, right? It's, beautiful women get to do things that I have to be so accomplished. Like Joe is in his first Ferrari. Melissa Ford has probably driven Ferrari since she was 22 years old or been in them.
Absolutely.
Right? So I think some of it is that, and it's like, well, we can crack jokes now because now we're finally getting to a place where we're
equal.
We're equal, right? Like we're not mid-40s. It's like, the life that I'm living and the life you've lived, we're near the same place. And I think most men have to be okay with that. Like we have to look at women and say, like, yeah, like to your point, Tyler, right? Tyler's going to live a life
amazing.
You probably have to be worth $8 billion as a man to have that same level of life that she's living right now. So I think as men, we oftentimes do recognize it. But to your point, I do think that a lot of the shots that he take is because, Melissa Ford has been to everybody's house, right? And I'm not saying that as in like Melissa Ford was starting to buy. And I'm saying, as a beautiful young lady,
you get access.
You get access. So yes, she's probably has been to every party, everywhere, every city, every state, half the countries.
Absolutely. This episode is brought to you by NoGrease Barbershop. Shout out to them at Northlake. I told Ed I went in Northlake. I saw another shop in there.
What?
Yeah, they put it at the opposite end of the mall. This is how I know the malls is done. But I told Ed, I was asking Ed, I was like, yo, how would you feel if we go get a deal with them too?
I'm pretty sure he
did.
Pretty sure he said no.
He about flipped me over the damn bar when I asked that question. But I was like, yo, can I go to my competitor and ask for a brand deal?
No. We're not gonna do that. Not to our original.
Our original sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely not.
Why should Ed start sending them payments late?
That's our dude.
Yeah.
That's our dude.
Look, you know why we here. What Super Bowl was this again?
I don't know, man.
The greatest show.
I have stopped paying attention to the Roman numerals.
Yeah, because
we really could just put the numbers up there now.
Absolutely. The Super Bowl happened. I am here to say, third quarter I left. The Super Bowl was born.
I watched the whole game because I hate the Chiefs.
That you do. So let's get to it.
Yeah.
What happened to the Chiefs? And I know they ain't been good all year, but they've been. I call it falling forward.
No, what happened to the Chiefs is the same thing that happens for the longest period of time to LeBron. Well, the truth of the matter is you have someone that's so good that they're covering so many of your mistakes, but when you get to the top, you're not good enough.
Okay.
And it gets exposed.
J.R. Smith.
It was so many games that the Chiefs should have lost this year that they eked out wins. Yeah. Right? And they eked out wins because they know how to win, right? And they had Pat Mahomes, right? You have the greatest one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Like I think we can say that. He's not the greatest. I know y'all trying to crown him already. He might get there.
He will.
Right? But I think that became the problem, right? Defense is really, really good. You got probably the best head coach in the NFL, and Andy Reid. So, and I think when you take like a all-timer at quarterback, possibly the greatest coach of all time, and you probably had the best, or maybe second best defense in the league. I mean, I know they didn't look like a great defense against the Eagles, but they still held Saquon to 25 carries for 57 yards.
Yeah.
So nobody really got off. They just fell apart, and the Eagles were just able to keep piling on. So, to answer your question, it's the same thing that, again, I think that always happened to LeBron, not to shoot LeBron Bell this early before the playoffs start.
Yeah. LeBron, I'm on your side now.
Yeah, but it's like, sometimes you're way better than what you're supposed to be. And then when you're up against somebody that's supposed to be there, you get smacked.
Yeah, shout out to my parlays. None of them hit. None of them even got close to hitting either, which let me down. I knew everything was over. So I figured the Chiefs was going to sell out and stop in Saquon.
Yeah.
So when
they did.
And they did. So in the first quarter, I said, all right. But in my mind, also, the Chiefs needed to get a big lead very early because the Eagles, they not good at like trying to catch up. They get close enough, but they, don't pass you.
Yeah.
And when that didn't happen, I was like, cool. Then the halftime show happened. We'll get there in a little bit. That's my camera right there. And then so third quarter, I think, the champagne hit me pretty good. And I looked at my wife, said, let's go. This is over. Like, we done here. I've seen enough. I woke up, what was the score? 27-40?
40-something 22, I think.
Okay.
40-something Twitch. I forget. It was because I think it was 40-6 or 42-6.
Jeez. Ain't no way.
Yeah, no, it was. And they got 2 touchdowns late. like the Chiefs made it look good. Chiefs got their ass whooped, bro. It wasn't close. It wasn't close. I mean, I know the final score wasn't close, but it's not even close as the final score. Like that touchdown, the garbage touchdown to Worthy, beautiful pass from Pat Mahomes, but that was definitely him protecting his legs. Like I cannot have a Super Bowl where I got beat 42-6.
I was mad. At the third quarter, I told Karina, I said, yo, we not winning. No, none of these parlays. Like, sorry, I took your last bit of money. We're not winning nothing. Let's go home. Get this boy in the bed. Y'all saw my baby in his reel the next morning.
Yeah. I reported you to CPS for child abuse. Got that kid saying mustard.
Look, and it was on the wrong song. I was mad at that, but I was happy, as you saw in the video. Kendrick Lamar performed in front of President Trump. First of all, why Trump there? Let's before we get there.
I mean, dude, Trump is living the life that he always wanted to live. And again, look, the next 3 or 4 years, I do not want y'all to think that I'm like some pro-Trump. I was again 2016. I said everything I needed to say between 2016 and 2020. and y'all brought this thing back. So it's what you want.
Yeah.
All right. You can't expect, I'm not fighting it anymore. This is what you want.
It's what you signed up for.
Yeah, it's what you signed up for. So, I mean, no, dude, he's living the life that he's always wanted to live. You fly private everywhere. You get streets shut down.
Everybody complaining.
Yeah, everybody has to, defer to you. Like, if you are the type of man that wants that kind of attention, and like this is the last go round. Like, it ain't like you can't get. Well, I know they're gonna try a lot of. We're heading to a constitutional crisis.
Absolutely.
And good. The country needs it. We need to see what happens. But he's just going to do everything he wants to do right now. So him going to a Super Bowl, bro, that might be the first Super Bowl he ever been to, bro.
Maybe. And y'all, I'm thumbing my nose up at y'all. I could have owned the Bills. Y'all said no.
Yeah.
So now I'm showing up and y'all going to look. Cardi B was complaining that the amount of security she had to go through. And she was like, I've never been through this much security. Because, a lot of these celebrities have like a do not touch rule.
Yeah.
And which is not shocking that Beyonce and Jay-Z wasn't there.
Agreed.
Because it's a secret service that everybody getting pat down.
Everybody getting pat down. And again, right, I'm always respect the office, right? Even if my person's not in the office, I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is too much because I don't like someone or I disagree with someone's politics. Like, yo, you have to respect the office. And I would have did what everybody else did. Like, if I was supposed to go to, first off, I don't like New Orleans. Some of y'all like New Orleans. I've been a couple times. It does not do it for me.
I went once and then.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, food was good. Food was too rich. Right. And I know y'all looking at me. Y'all gonna stop calling me fat. Y'all got like 3 more months. So get it off. Y'all about 3 more months. But the food was even too rich for me in New Orleans, man. I was like, this feels like it is a stick of butter.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I guess I went to New Orleans. The people I went with wasn't my cup of tea of people, but some of them were somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was just like, eh. And then it was a monsoon type rain down there where I was there, and I was like, all right, cool. I ain't never got to go back. I do want to go back, but
I would go. Like, if people really wanted to go, but I don't like cities where it's just like one area really that you're gonna be in.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying. Even if I'm just gonna be in one area, right? Like, when I used to be like, yo, I'm going to Atlanta. I used to be in Buckhead, right? I really wasn't in Atlanta. Yeah. I'd be in Buckhead, right? But it's like, I have options to go to different places, right? When I went to Cleveland, it was just like, yo, just K Street. Like, this was it. Like, it's in between the arenas. And it's like, that's cool, that's fun, but I'll never go back for that. And it's the same thing in New Orleans. It's like, yo, you go to the French Quarter, and then that's pretty much just it.
I ain't seen enough titties down there. I was kind of disappointed. Now, I didn't go to a Mardi Gras, but I thought I'd just see breasts everywhere.
You would probably have a great time at a Louisiana strip club.
Huh. Now that you said it, all right.
You would probably have a great time.
If anybody want to go with me, let me know, but you got to bring your own money. I figured out. Shout out to the homie. I won't say your name because your wife might be listening with you.
You just got everybody smacked.
Yeah. But the homie said you should only go to the strip club with $100. You spend that and go home. He said, do not go in there with more.
I ain't mad at that.
And he makes way more money than me. So when he said that, because I went to the ATM, he said, just 100.
Yeah, I'm not really in the strip clubs no more.
Me either, because you come on here and shame me for going.
I did not shame you for going, man.
You make me feel bad.
Yeah, look, man, I'd be glad y'all boys have a good time, man. I outgrew it. I'm not above a strip club. I'm not above anything. I am never gonna be one of them guys that be like, yo, I'm better than you. Like, no, I'm not. I'm you.
I am you.
I am you. Like, trust me.
I want to congratulate Kendrick Lamar on the greatest year of hip hop ever from an artist.
Wait, when we say the greatest year as in 2025 or greatest year as in 2024, what are we doing here?
It officially ended now. So February to February. We got to. That's my year. Sorry. Mike knows what's going on here. Me and Mike have had this argument already. I'm encouraging anybody, if you think somebody had a better year in hip hop than Kendrick Lamar's February 2024 to February 2025, let me know. Please put it in the comments, because this was a belt to ass.
Give me prior to
the best years in hip hop.
No. Prior to that song that dropped with
Like That.
Give me what he was doing prior to that.
Well, that's February.
That's like that came out in February.
Yes, bro.
Damn, that felt like it came out over the summer.
Oh, no. It was gone. Nah, because Euphoria and everything was the summer.
Yeah, that was the summer.
Yeah,
Damn, boy, time is flying.
Time is flying. It feels like it's scary. It Not Like Us feel like it's been out for 2 years. And it really came out. That had to come out June.
Yeah. I mean, look, strong year. I don't think it's the best year in hip hop. I don't even think it's the best year for an artist.
What you thought about the halftime show? Come on, Dr. Will is screaming in his van, waiting to know what Mike thought about the halftime show.
It was mid, man. It was mid. It really was. Look, the visuals was great. The choreography was great. I left a sheet of paper. I thought he had.
This nigga took notes.
Yeah, I took notes because I was like, there was better songs that he could have done out of his catalog, and I went through Kendrick's whole catalog because I was like, all right, what bangers do Kendrick have? Because the Super Bowl show is your introduction to America, right? So it's not just for your fans. This is them trying to get you to pop culture.
Somewhat.
No, that's what the Super Bowl show is for. And we look, y'all can say that's not what Kendrick want, but how many songs Kendrick got with Taylor Swift? At least 2.
I think he got 1 or 2.
Yeah. I think 2. He might. I know 1 for sure.
One
right?
for sure. Yeah.
So it was like, when he got up there and he basically did this album on stage, I was just like, it looks like a misstep. It looked like a misstep, right? Like, and even when I went through like my favorite song, like the way I was really introduced into Kendrick, where I thought I was going to like him as an artist, I think it was like Money Trees.
Okay.
Like I think Money Trees was like the first song, and then what is it like pool?
Swimming. Yeah.
Swimming pools.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, those aren't Super Bowl songs.
Nah.
So I was like, when I went through his list, like I said, I wrote the songs down. I was like, dang, he don't really have a lot of Super Bowl songs. Y'all can argue with me, but I would like to know, like, outside of GNX, what he did that I don't think really popped the way it should have. What songs could he have did, in the Super Bowl? I think "All Right" was one. I think "We Gonna Be All Right."
That's the same song.
No,
I'm clipping that.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get the right title because is it all right or "We Gonna Be All Right"?
It's all right.
All right. Okay. So I think "All Right" was one.
Come on, just tag me in when you're ready.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What is his Super Bowl song? Not what he did. I know you love the show, but like, what song should he?
You ain't asked me if I like the show. I just troll you on a daily basis. I think that's what one of my favorite things to do is just to argue with Mike because I know he's going to give me the time of day, especially when I'm bored. My wife is ignoring me. My kid is asleep.
Scab definitely trolls me
so
all the
sometimes
time.
I just pick up my phone. I'm like, Mike or Ryan, which one am I going to argue with right now to piss them off? And today was Mike. And then it hit me in the car. I'm like, damn, I'm about to see him. I don't want to. I was like, all right. So anyway, let me tell y'all about this show. I'm not a weed smoker. Never have been. I didn't smoke weed before. Just not my thing. I don't like going to sleep like that. This is like not Reggie, but maybe the step above it. So it's not loud.
It's mid.
It's some good mid though.
Sometimes good mid.
Sometimes you can only afford the good mid.
This is true. When I used to smoke, the reason why I don't smoke is because there's no more good mid.
Yes.
I can't smoke this hot stuff that y'all smoke. This stuff is too much for me.
Yeah, so this was that. And I say that as a person who loves Kendrick Lamar, a person who's still super excited to go to the show.
Yeah.
The reason why I thought it was because I do agree with you. This is the wrong list. However, Kendrick hinted before, most people come to give you a thing of their hits.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to be in the past. I want to live for the future. So I felt like then he was going to play newer stuff, which I'm happy about because I still like the new album. But I know that it's a lot of West Coast stuff on there that the rest of the country can't relate to. Now, let me say it like this. I don't believe this is your introduction to the pop culture because it's a lot of people. You don't get to this stage unless you're one of the top artists in the world, unless you're an old act, unless you Michael Jackson, unless you Prince, unless you Coldplay, who has already had their time.
Yeah.
We're not being reintroduced. Unless you Dr. Dre, who's doing all artists there. Now, I knew he wasn't going to do all right because he did it at the last Super Bowl. I thought he was going to do some different songs as far as, like, if we're going off a Good Kid, Mad City, everybody know it's Good Kid, Mad City. It's a song on there. That should have been played. That should have been intro.
I think I wrote it down. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's the song where it's just loud. It's going to be a bunch of lights.
Yeah.
I definitely knew that was going to get played off of there. I knew Swimming Pools wasn't. Honestly, I thought most of everything from from Damn was going to get played, whether it's the DNA. I thought Loyalty with Rihanna was gonna get played.
Loyalty.
It's a lot of high energy songs on there. I thought he was gonna give us some BS with Red Hot Chili Peppers because he got a song with them, or as Imagine Dragons. I just knew, like, I figured that was coming in. I knew All of the Stars was gonna get played. It was played. I knew
the energy was low doing it. I mean, if we've been like for All the Stars, when I was watching it, you know, because it just so happened to be at somebody's house so I can actually hear the song and the music. And I was like, does he want to be here?
So I get to that. His set list dropped 2 days before, courtesy of Academics. Academics, you are proving to us how much a loser you are. And
do we really want to worry with the out act?
No, but at the same time, like
he does too much.
If
he does too much for sure. And
I don't want to put this in the area. It's certain people in this world, if they disappeared or something tragically happens to them, you're gonna write off and know why. Yeah. So for instance, 50 Cent keeps proving to us why he got shot 9 times, right?
We understand why they was upset.
Absolutely. So Act keep doing stuff that lets me know, like, all right. So Kendrick Lamar acted like it's too late. It drops 2 days before. Yeah. Apparently somebody in the arena heard the whole performance, wrote down every song, and they had it so accurately right that the first song, which is Whacked Out Mirrors, that verse is not even released. The fact that they knew that was an unreleased verse from that song lets me know that, all right, this is too much. So I felt like he was mad about that. Now, some of the songs that played, All of the Stars, like you said, I knew that was going to play. I thought it'd be at the end. That is a great, amazing song. Now, let's get to the real nitty gritty. He dissed Drake 5 times doing this thing, and I thought that was amazing.
I thought that was, matter of fact, I think he missed the mark there.
By dissing Drake?
Yeah, well, this is what I'm going to say, all right? Y'all know I'm early. I'm rarely wrong, though. Okay. I seem wrong a lot of times when I say stuff because I'm just mad early. Okay. And I think this is one of those times where I'm mad early. I think when we look back at Kendrick years from now, we're going to go from the Grammys to the Super Bowl, and we're going to realize that was the apex. I think the high five evolution, that going viral, it's one of the laws, 48 laws of power. No, I think it's like law number 36, 36 or 37, I think. And it says, like, do not go past your mark. Yeah, right?
I think that's the 46.
Yeah, like, don't go past your mark. And I was like, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, he went past the mark. He won. Yeah. And he went past the mark. And I think the Super Bowl should have been about Kendrick.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I look at it, if somebody say, do you think he went past the mark? First of all, I think his apex is Damn. And I know that's hard for a lot of people, but that's 700,000 records sold in a week.
Yeah. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? That is to me his pop star moment. When I say he's now popular than that, because, but Damned is, you know what? Random enough. Yeah. Ryan tried this bullshit when we was at the Grammy Day. He was like, LeBron would have killed in Jordan's era, right? And so we're having this conversation. I said, maybe. I said, but we have to ask ourselves, will LeBron be as popular? I said, sometimes we forget that Jordan took the NBA to a height, which was a stepping stone for LeBron to take it to the stratosphere.
Yeah, to go to another level. No, that's fact.
And so I think
law 47. You're right. It's 47. 47.
See, you be early, but I be right sometimes. I was off by one law, but it's one of those things where it's like, Damn helped him step to this billion stream song. Yeah. And the bots. But I like it. You know, I look at that. Do I see? So most people don't know All the Stars is a Drake diss.
I didn't know All the Stars was a Drake diss.
It is amazing. If you listen to them lyrics.
I love All the Stars.
Yeah, when you listen to it, it's like, golly. So I do think for the people that knows is that. But I also, you know what? I told y'all this because we talked about this before. The Super Bowl for me, I do wonder if this is the last time we're going to see a rapper perform.
Probably so.
Unless it is a R&B and rapper split.
No. This is the last time you're going to see a rapper. The country has already moved like back to the right.
Absolutely. That part.
Yeah.
And because we discussed before, I said, for me, the Super Bowl, I wasn't disappointed in the halftime show because my expectations was low, simply because every halftime show I loved, dancing was involved,
Mm-hmm.
and it was more than one person. And SZA, you look great, by the way.
And
But
it's singing as well.
bro, my wife, we get back home, she's like, yo, I want to watch it again. And so we watch it again, and she was like, this is great. And I'm like, cool. She was like, well, let me click on Usher. So we get done watching Usher. She goes, okay.
Yeah.
She said, all right, maybe it was cool.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Like the singing and the dancing. Like, I mean, we're humans, right? We like singing and dancing. You don't really get that with rap.
You don't.
Now, look.
And I've been to a Drake show. It ain't that.
Yeah, all the symbolism I get, but it's like, yo, that's cool. The artistry is cool.
Yeah.
But that's not going to take it to the next level.
Yeah, and one of your famous lines is, we got to remember that 60% of this country is white.
Yeah, 65. It's high. It's a very, very high percentage. So
especially when we adding Hispanics to it.
Yeah, it might be 7% you add Hispanics. Y'all, y'all act sometimes. Some of y'all, not all y'all.
Yeah, my wife cool, being cool. Yeah. Let's get to Serena. I love this part. Ain't gonna lie. Ryan rewinded so we could watch it. So we was like halfway. We was a little bit behind. I love Serena C. walking on Drake's grave doing it.
I think it's corny.
Explain to the people why.
I think it's corny. I think Serena is corny. I think Kayla Nicole, who's Travis Kelce's ex, I think she was corny. It's your ex. It's your ex. Like, and here's the thing. Like, if you date somebody in whatever field that they in, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their field, right? Like, if Drake was to date Naomi Osaka, right?
Okay.
Like the tennis player, right? And Serena would be like, you know what? I'm gonna play tennis just to beat her, right? That's fair because that's her world. Tennis is her world. So if she can't be upset when an artist that makes music mentions your husband, I mean,
and her,
but it's been mostly her husband. It's been mostly him talking to her.
I'm pretty sure
about
Family Matters. He started talking about how light she getting in her skin tone changing.
I forget. But I think you're right though. But to your point though, right? But it's an artist though, right? So when you come into an artist world, right? And this is someone that you used to date and you're coming into their world. I think that's corny, right? Like if this was my favorite bar and me and my girl break up and then now every time I come to this bar, she's there with her new boyfriend. It's like, yo,
that happens.
This is my bar though, right? I introduced you to this bar.
Nah.
Get out of my bar.
I tip better now.
Yeah, get out of my bar, man. Get out of my bar. So I think Kayla Nicole and Serena both was corny. I support your right to do so, but you're corny.
I did go to Fridays one time, and the bartender told me my ex co-host was in there, and I was like, she can't come back here.
It's like, this is mine.
So I looked at Serena, and Serena, I love this. I love the Compton connection. I know a lot of people online was like, yo, you see walking and your sister and, you know, her passing as a child was like by drive-by and that could have been gang related. I say all that to say this. That LA bond between these dudes out here is unbelievable. It reminds you of New York when they basically was like, nobody can come up here and pop off, right? Unless you kiss the ring, right?
Yeah.
Which was the downfall of New York.
Yeah. It
definitely
was.
Shout out to Atlanta for coming through.
Yeah.
It's like that Detroit thing where it was like a no-fly zone. Like, you ain't coming in here unless you breaking bread with our people. LA has that too, where it's like the Compton people stick together. That's why D. Rosen is in a music video. That's why Russ don't play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about the UCLA group chat, right? You know, for that little bond, that's a real thing. So I think I see that. I do look at, we had a discussion earlier. I'm gonna stop calling people exes just because y'all might have smashed.
Yeah,
it's a reach.
Yeah, it is a reach. It is a reach. I would agree with you there, but you know, we also got to understand that, especially Drake, right? Drake makes in my feels music.
Drake make hater music.
Well, he started as in my feels music. And then he started hating. You think he used to hate? Wait till he finally come back. He about to hate everybody now.
The first time, his first album, he shot at Trey Songz and Ludacris, and Trey Songz was on the album. Like, he just like Ludacris caught a stray in the first album. It was just like,
he is an in my feels type person. So if you date somebody that's in their feels,
yeah, it is drawbacks for that.
Yeah, you know,
that's why my exes don't use the internet.
This is part of it.
I shoot at everybody. But speaking of Serena, let's get, exes holding grudges. It is what it is. Irv Gotti passed. R.I.P. to Irv Gotti, one of my favorite people. I've said it on this podcast. I would love to interview him. And he passed. Men, go take care of yourselves. Irv Gotti was struggling with diabetes, and it's one of those things where you got to, if you don't take care of yourself, your body will break down. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And so I'm encouraging everybody, please go get that checked out. And I know Irv Gotti is black and some type of Hispanics. Yo, to my brown community, take y'all asses to the damn doctor. Because y'all know y'all be struggling with diabetes, like how black people be struggling with high blood pressure and diabetes. Like, y'all got to go to the doctor too. Like, this ain't just for black men. This is for the brown brothers too.
Yeah, I mean, low key for everybody, because the white folks be on diabetes too. That's how the Ozempic craze started. Was them? It's Americans, man. Like the vast majority of us are overweight, like myself included, right? And I'm working on that. But it's like, that is part of the problem in this country, is that all of us with this processed food, these high stress lives, our lives are high paced, and that's why when we get downtime, we don't do anything, and that's where we add the weight. So to your point, especially, this is why I really like shoot bail for black men sometimes, because I mean we carry a lot of cortisol ability, because we are in a high stress environment all the time. Every place that we show up at, right? Like, I was on the golf course the other day and we was playing with his older brother, and I was like, I keep hearing this DEI conversation, and I was like, I was in sales for the vast majority of my life, right? Mm-hmm. And then after that, I moved to talent acquisition, which is still like sales. Yeah. And I was like, bro, I was like, how many times I've been able to be the worst employee at any company I work with? Like, how many times I've allowed to be that? 0. 0 times have I ever been allowed to be the worst employee.
Nigga, you gotta be the best to get hired.
That goes to my second point. I said, how many times have I seen myself at the top of the end of year list for every job that I have? I said that every single job that I have either been the best in the department, if not the whole freaking company.
Mike, do you know how good of a photographer I gotta be to shoot white people weddings? Yeah, like dead ass.
You have to be so good, right?
And then when it comes to black people, no offense to my brothers and sisters out there, but y'all be wanting to have tryouts. It's like, God damn.
Yeah. So we're talking about health, right? And so I say all that to shoot my brother some bail. I get why we sometimes miss our health. It's because we can't show up last place to any fucking thing when it comes to earning in life.
Irv Gotti got signed only because he had DMX.
Yeah.
We got to put that in perspective. Like,
yes.
F spot and talent. F touring the world with Jay-Z before you find DMX. That means nothing.
Yeah.
I have to come to you. And then he had to convince them that DMX was going to sell, which they laughed at. And was like, all right, there go your one shot. And here he go, 10 million.
Yep.
It's like crazy.
Deal with nobody up to date had ever done. Change the way music started being produced.
Absolutely. 1 second. Are you tired of mediocre haircuts and lackluster service? Look no further. Get ready to redefine your grooming game with the ultimate experience at NoGrease Barbershop, conveniently located at Northlake Mall and Charlotte Premium Outlets. It's not just about a haircut, it's about the experience. NoGrease Premium in Northlake sets a new standard for luxury with a full-service bar selection. Elevate your grooming experience even further with their signature drinks served during your service or while you wait. Whether you're looking for a classic fade, a timeless gentleman cut, or a bold modern style, NoGrease Premium in Northlake got you covered with their design and color specialists. Let's not forget about the importance of routine self-care for men. Their partnership with Alpha Male Nail Care, exclusively at NoGrease Premium, offers manicures and pedicures as a part of your routine grooming. Visit NoGrease Barbershop at Charlotte Premium Outlets or Northlake Mall today, and make sure you tell them that the Black Dads Club sent you. Back to everything.
Yeah. So I say,
well, Irv, I was going to 50. Yeah. Shout out to Irv. Prayers to your family.
Yeah.
50 Cent is saying it in depth is still up. That's a grudge.
That is a grudge.
But am I mad at it? I don't know.
We don't know these people's situations. We don't know.
Well, we know what 50 Cent have alleged. Yeah. We know what the thing is, like, Irv was rocking around people that was trying to take me out. It was the people who tried to shoot me 9 times. Shot me 9 times.
And but that's such a good segue into the loyalty conversation when we're going to talk about 50 versus Meech.
Yeah.
It's like, what loyalty do you owe to people when, bro, they're not my enemy, right? I'm transacting, right? I'm transacting with someone. And in our community, like, we do have this thing where it's just like, yo, if it's up with me, you can't, and it's like, yo, bro, I'm transacting.
Yeah, you know what it is? I'm never mad at that.
Like, it's different if we're friends. Yeah, I get it.
You know, for me, it's always like, black people love being loyal to things and people that don't have them at the top of their board as far as like.
Oh, absolutely, because we're afraid of success as blacks.
Absolutely. So I look at that and it's like, oh, I'm loyalty to, you know, we get in the hood and it's like, oh, you know, I'm loyal to this is my neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. And then your neighborhood nobody's rebuilding. Your property tax keep going down. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. Or you look at, you can look at Dirk's situation. You know what I'm saying? I know the young kids is not here for this, but you know, you can look at stuff like that. You could look at the Democratic Party. You could look at brands. Like, yo, them niggas, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, they showed y'all, H&M showed y'all a kid with a monkey on it. And then it took 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's fashion houses. It's even in music. Like, come on. Like, let's really, sidebar. We be so loyal to rap, artists, Universal, Sony, whoever the case may be, right? They really tried to give us Sexy Red and Bruno Mars with that bullshit. And Bruno Mars been coked out in a Vegas casino for the last 2 years.
Allegedly.
It ain't no allegedly. I know people that work at that casino. It ain't allegedly. He's in debt.
I'm trying to keep us from not being sued.
And I know he do coke. Pass the drug test, nigga.
Yeah, they allegedly. Look, Gav can say what the hell he want to say. I'm not trying to show up in court and then on pod is not making money.
Exactly. Well, they're gonna take this. They're gonna be like the cartel that took our shit down in Mexico. Yeah. But it's one of them things like, you throw that in our face, and I'm so glad. And we ain't even got to do. I took it off the board. I'm so glad black people ignore that Bruno Mars bullshit, just like how they ignoring Kanye.
Yeah,
because it's like one of them things. Like, all right, y'all ain't gonna play us this much.
Well, not only that, we actually like the old Bruno Mars, so we're like, yo, we not even gonna encourage this.
Yeah, and
Kanye, we trying not to encourage Kanye, but he's so looped out of his freaking brain right now. Yeah, and back to what I said last week. I think last week I told y'all that I think this isn't his ideal; it's her ideal.
You was right on that.
Yeah, boy, it wasn't even a week later.
Yeah, it took 2 days.
Took 2 days. Told you I might be early, but rarely. Look, I see the patterns, man. Like,
it was right there. Yeah. And I don't believe him. Like, she did this because I told her.
No, come on. No. I really hope that brother gets on his meds, man.
I don't want to go back. One of the greatest Super Bowls show we will never see. Kanye West and Chris Brown. Two of the greatest shows we'll never get.
Man, I don't know. Let's pray about it.
You better pray that Chris can get there. Kanye, they never doing that. And you know what I thought about? I was thinking this today. I was like, what would it take for Kanye to get a Super Bowl show? And I thought to myself, nothing could. Let's say he turns his life over in 10 years of no incidents. Are you willing to give Kanye 15 minutes?
You can't risk it.
What, on the biggest stage, 120-something million people
like
watching?
Ever since he ran up on stage with Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that right there kind of ended up. But a Kanye Super Bowl, you talk about high energy?
Be the greatest show that we...
You talk about high energy?
Bro, Chris, even in it, like, I hope it's going to be Chris Brown. But Jay-Z ain't going to be there because it ain't going to work. Yeah, they don't like each other.
Man, at some point, you just got to... you got to transact, man.
And we didn't talk about last week at the Grammys, Janelle Monáe, that little Michael Jackson tribute.
Yeah, because that's how bad it was. That we was just like, you know what? Let's just pretend it didn't exist. Let's just
Grammys, if y'all really want to act like y'all doing right, please go call Chris Brown.
Yeah, just matter of fact, just bring Chris Brown up there next year. Do the exact same set, and we'll just say that was the first time.
Absolutely. I don't know why.
I mean, we didn't break it up because it was bad,
bro. How much advertising dollars you think y'all gonna lose if Chris Brown performed? All right,
they're not gonna lose any money, at this point. Look at the White House, man. Like, you're good.
Facts.
Do what you want now.
Rihanna has left him. She has forgave him, and she has 2 babies by niggas shooting niggas. So I think we good.
I don't have enough information to talk on that, but
what? It's on film.
I'm saying I'm saying I literally just don't know. Dude, I've been so deep into the fucking geopolitical world, man, like reading what's going on in like Iran and Israel and the United States and like, shadow governments. I really have not paid attention to anything else in pop culture. The world is on edge right now. Like it really is on the edge. And it's like I'm trying to like bring it all together just so I can talk about it on this pod. But like, stuff is popping off around the world. You gotta start
doing a little segment on it.
I know, man, but it's like I don't like that. I don't want to do like the whole Alex Jones conspiracy theory thing.
Oh, you're doing this pod would never take off.
Yeah. And it's like I stay down the rabbit hole, man. Like, dude, like President Trump has pretty much said he's just gonna ignore the courts.
Oh, facts.
Like, which is wild because everyone knows that in this country we have co-equal branches of government, right? There's no branch of government that's more powerful than the and I think we've forgotten that, right?
Well, he said the Supreme Court shouldn't be able to overturn like what he's do. I was like, my man is wild.
And it's like, like this stuff is freaking out other countries because they're wondering, can the United States actually survive a real constitutional crisis? Because the Supreme Court is just as powerful as the presidency. The presidency is just as powerful as Congress. Congress is just as powerful as the Supreme Court. It is meant to be a triangular checks and balances, right? If one side starts fucking up, the other side can pick it up. And typically people have cared enough about the United States that when they own the House and the Senate and they pass, the House and the Senate and the presidency, and they pass a bootleg law, it would reach the Supreme Court, and you typically had a justice or two that'll be like, all right,
y'all doing too much.
Even though it's my political party, this is actually unconstitutional. If y'all like to pass this, you need to write a law to pass this, but this law is unconstitutional. It doesn't seem like we have that right now in this country.
Hey, we wildin'. This is how great this podcast is. So whose side are you on the beef? Big Meech or 50 Cent?
Look, here's the thing. I'm never going to big up drug dealers. I'm just not like entertaining TV shows, but in the real world, very problematic.
Okay.
But he's done his time, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna give him credit for doing his time and being who he is now. And coming out of prison, and if he didn't put any of that money in the Caymans and any of that money into the Bahamas banks and none of that money into Panama, he was actually broke and he came out of prison.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and they're putting on a show where you're going to collect, 20, 35%. Because here's the thing. Meech actually had a very look on paper like it was thriving, music label.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was, the rise of, if you want to be 100% transparent, he was the rise of a lot of what was happening in Atlanta during that time frame.
Yeah.
So having a concert for Meech, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think men in their 50s kind of got to like let the beef stuff go.
Yeah.
So on the side of like, okay, 50 or Meech, like, if they throwing a show for me and I'm going to collect, $400,000 from this, bro, you got to let me get that money. Yeah. Unless you're going to hand me $400,000.
So I'm sorry, I'm not educated fully on this. So why is 50 Cent trying to block it or something?
Well, because one of the biggest performers at the show is Rick Ross. And I don't think yeah. And I think he's like, it's like a lot of promo with Meech and Rick Ross. And here's the thing. I think Rick Ross knows what he's doing. I don't think Meech knew what Ross was doing.
He got to. I'm sorry. Because 50 Cent has lived a career of, if you stand with my enemy, you're my enemy. He's done that. 50 Cent has.
He stands on that.
And he said it plenty of times. I did not want to beef with Jadakiss or Nas because I love them as people, as artists. But when you stood up beside the artists who were standing with the people who try to kill me, you done to me. And you know what I'm saying?
And look, I get that when someone tries to murder you. I get standing on it forever.
Yeah.
But are you going to give him $400K?
No. And then,
you see what I'm saying?
Here's the other thing. 50 Cent did say this. He said, Meech is on house arrest, so how he getting down there anyway?
I'm pretty sure he could reach out to the probation officer.
But if they say no,
put it under working. You know what I'm saying?
But 50 Cent making that. Now, here's the other thing. I guess one of the main reasons I ain't been paying too much attention to this is because 50 Cent are always doing something for promo. And I can't never tell when he's serious or not.
This is true.
The way he acting with Lil Meech, I don't like that. And I do think it's there. But like you said, Meech got to get his money.
He got to get it.
I feel bad for him.
He got to get his money, man. Everybody that do it. What was the guy who started Silk Road? Russ Ulbricht or whatever. They locked him up, and then Trump pardoned him like first week into the office. Mm-hmm. And somebody was like, a wallet was unlocked on Bitcoin, and there was $600 million in it. Mm. And mind you, they took like the vast majority of his money off of Bitcoin, but evidently, allegedly, he had put some money to the side. If Meech didn't do that,
that's tough.
He got to collect the money how you can collect it.
Beyonce, we're gonna run through this. Beyonce, it should be unlawful for you to post tickets Valentine's Day week.
Oh, that's dirty work. That's dirty.
That should be unconstitutional.
That's dirty work right there. She about to get that money. Like, oh, you don't love me?
She should be the one who's the only artist who shouldn't be allowed to post their tickets Valentine's Day week.
Oh, that's dirty word, boy. They're about to hit y'all boys over the head.
Absolutely. Good thing I saw her last concert.
Yeah.
I ain't got to worry about that. Galentine's Day. Girls, you cannot shit in your homegirl's trash can at Galentine's Day.
That is a video that was trending.
It's hilarious. Shout out to everybody that celebrated Galentine's Day. I know y'all sad.
Did not know what that was until recently. Ladies, we did not hate it. We didn't even know what it was. Yeah. Big ups to y'all. Hope y'all find love.
Only because I'm a photographer. I knew what this was, and I've always laughed at the idea.
If you want love, I hope you find love, man.
Absolutely. We got this article, 8 tips of a successful relationship. I do have an issue with one of the things because it's bullshit.
We're gonna read 8. You gonna read the 8 tips?
I'm gonna read the 8 tips, and you can guess which one I think is BS. All right. So this is according to expert, happy couples hardly do these 8 things. They don't shy away from tough conversations.
Agree.
They don't keep score. We've talked about that here.
Agree.
They don't hold grudges.
I agree.
Okay. They don't call each other's names. That's wild if you call your girl names.
People be calling each other hoes, sluts.
Well, you talking about in the bedroom?
No, I'm talking like in real life, like pissed off. Like you remember you did such and such, you ain't number the hoe. Oh, you was talking to that girl.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is wild. But no, that's a go-to relationship.
I did have a girl in college who was like into those names, and I couldn't do it. She got rid of me quick.
No, in the bedroom. In the bedroom you can do it. But I'm saying no, like people be having them conversations, like
I was a bitch
you bipolar, whatever it is.
Yeah, I was a bitch back then. So she was like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work."
Yeah, you light skinned, you fat, all that. Yeah.
They don't snoop.
I would agree. I'm not snooping, man.
Me either.
I'm not guarding Kitty like that. I don't have time.
I don't either.
I don't have time.
This is the one that definitely was a lie. I ain't gonna let you guess. They don't lie to each other. Y'all can get this out of here.
That was a little bullshit. Which is what made me actually add the list, because I was like, bruh, you might not lie, but you damn sure don't share everything.
You sure don't. They don't treat their partner like an opponent.
That is true.
And they don't take each other for granted. All of them I agree with, besides the
it's not the lie. It's just you just leave stuff out. Like, you know what? Yeah. You don't even need to know that.
I look in this.
You don't. And then next time she just can't ever find it again because you done got rid of it. Like,
absolutely. Yeah, I was like, yo, you're not wearing this shit.
Not wearing this no more. Shit's in the trash.
Mimi, we could. Do you want to play her talking about her being an affair baby?
No, I think it would have made more sense. But we're deep into the pod now, and this have not been a hilarious pod. Note to self, guys, don't have babies in an affair. It screws the kids up.
And if you find a girl who just had a newborn, please make sure that kid grow up and know that you're not
the child's father.
So for those who not know, I will run through it quick. Mimi
Faust
from she helped. Some of y'all got shower rods because of her.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely Mimi's claim to fame.
Absolutely, and it's crazy because she said that she's an affair baby and she grew up thinking this man was her father, and then he got missing on her for years. She ran back into him at her sister's graduation. Mm-hmm. And she said when she was crying and gave him a hug, he patted her on the head and said, "You got taller." And she said she knew from that moment, this is not my real dad. Now, the reason why that's jacked up, because to me, this is the Tyler Perry story over again. Kicking black men's back and having this weird relationship with black men just to find out later that your dad ain't your dad.
Well, and then guess what that does to you as a kid, right? Like when you realize that, like, man, this is what my mother is like.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and everybody kind of experiences that, right? Like, I thought all women was trustworthy because my grandparents and aunts and my mom was all trustworthy, right? And then, you know, I get to college and I started realizing, like, oh man, like, yo, a lot of women not trustworthy, right? So the opposite is also true, right? You have people that grow up and they realize, like, oh man, like, you know, I seen my mom how she moved, right? I saw my aunt how she moved, and it's not like we have these conversations. Baby boomers and Generation X, I say y'all are the worst. We're the worst at really not having, and not my age, but the older Generation X, and not being true, because my age, we're kind of truthful about it, right? Like we, you know, I tell guys like, yo, I know more men that have been cheated on and stayed with their women than I know women that have been cheated on and stayed with their men, right? So I'm clear in the behaviors of what we witness, but there's a lot of stuff that happened during the 70s and 80s that, you know, Mimi being an affair baby, you know, her mom treating her as if like, oh no, this is your dad, right? And then, you know, you see how Mimi turns out, right? Beautiful woman, right? But kind of messed up in a lot of different ways. So, yeah, I just threw that in there. We don't have to play the clip. We can move on to the next thing.
Ask a black dad's question. Ask a black dad. That's the hashtag right there. Brought to you by NoGrease Barbershop, Premier and Northlake Mall. What do men really want for Valentine's Day? Now, Valentine's Day is this Friday. What you want?
If I had a Valentine's, what would I want for Valentine's Day? I always want things that, you know, that I would buy for myself, but I would appreciate if somebody else bought it.
Like what?
Like, you know, Glenlivet 18-year.
Okay.
Opus X, you know, boxes like it, and look, that's why I don't ask for nothing, because the stuff I be wanting is like, it's not cheap. Bun number 9. Hamptons. Like, those are the things that I want. Like, that's romance to me, because that's the stuff that I want, right? If you buy me cologne, I'm not gonna be happy. Because like, I don't want cologne. I want Bun number 9, or I'm not gonna name my other ones. Y'all know about Creed, but I don't even like Creed. I prefer Bun.
Man, like, they drove Creed in the ground.
But I got another one that I'm not gonna mention. But you know, it's like, you know, if you buy, because that means you're paying attention to me, and you're getting me, you know, things that I actually like. Like, you know, you get me some Glenlivet 18-year, bro. I'm like, damn, like, you really pay attention. Like, you see that I drink Gentleman Jack, but you could tell, like, when I really want something nice, I reach for my Glenlivet that it's not as much of. So it's like, yo, I appreciate, like, that's romance to me. You paying attention to me, buying me what I want, that you know that I really like, that's romance.
Yeah, I look at it as like, it's the gifts that if I use this, if I can use it often, I love it. So one thing that my wife always gets me is shoes. Yeah. Like, she'll be like, all right. And they don't be no bummy shoes. It'd be like, you know, she'd be like, oh, all right, I see you got too many outfits for this, and you be wondering. So here you go, some shoes there.
Yeah, because you're paying attention.
Absolutely. Like, I want some air. It was funny. We was talking about the Pro Maxes. Yeah. And it's like stuff like that. I seen some nigga on TikTok trying to get off, like, oh, you should get them custom socks. I'm like, nigga, they been giving us socks since the 30s. Shut your ass up. I think I wrote that from my brand account, so if we get kickback from it, sorry. But yeah, things I can use. Like last year, this is so cheap, but it's super dope to me. I like them weird ice cubes. So like one year, my girl got me like the trays that you put in your drinks.
Yeah, okay,
like,
okay.
So
yeah.
like just a cute, you know, it'd be like, maybe it's a diamond shape.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, stuff that, to your point, stuff you're gonna use.
I'm like, yo, I like this, and it's some stuff like that. So, but yeah, ladies, y'all ain't getting us nothing. It's cool.
And
it's fine.
That's what men really want. Men really want you to pay attention and to buy us the super nice stuff that we get ourselves, but we can't get ourselves all the time.
I put this in a group chat. They said new box.
I believe that. As a single man,
they said women like to give up pussy on Valentine's Day, but if it's not a new one, then you're not doing nothing for me.
Funny enough, though, right? You asked what we want for Valentine's Day. Notice nobody said, "I want some pussy." Right? It's sort of implied,
unless it's new.
We sort of. I'm not going there with you,
or
man.
Extra.
Extra. I'm not going there with you. But notice men are thinking about thoughtful gifts. So y'all sit here and just be like, all y'all want is sex. No, we don't. We want the thoughtful shit. But y'all like to pony up the shit that don't cost you anything.
And it be mid on that day. Sorry. I'm sorry. They gonna send this to her. I'm already in trouble for that photo shoot. The Valentine's Day photo shoot. You know the other thing? Yo, I would love if my girl be like, yo, I already talked to your boys. They gonna meet you here. Here's some money. Go hang out with your boys during the daytime. Go get day drunk and then come home and go to sleep. Like,
she not gonna get you day drunk to come home and go sleep. You have to put in work.
Oh, I love passing out mid dick.
Can't pass out mid dick, man.
Yes, you can.
Not on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, it's got to be B+.
No. I only pass out decent peen on Christmas, her birthday, which is 2 weeks apart, and our anniversary.
Oh boy!
And when we out of town,
you gonna be on them diamonds soon. She gonna put you on them diamonds.
Yeah, out of town, her birthday, our anniversary, and Christmas, and that's it. Other than that, miss me.
Nah, man, I gotta pass out. I gotta pass out the decent D for sure.
Nah,
I got to. You gotta. I like to be remembered well.
Wait, that's because you single.
This is true. But even though I don't know, I don't want to lie on here, and I love doing that. I need to think back through it before I say what I was about to say.
Oh, I about to say when we get famous enough, it's a couple of people that are going to. I've said this plenty of times. A couple of people that's going to come out and try to shame us because we too big, and it's going to be a lot of women who are going to come out. And say,
I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna tell you like that. Oh, look. Yeah. I ignore everything because the moment you give something any attention, Drake, you need to learn this. the moment you give stuff any attention, you can't control where it goes after that.
Drake, he said we can keep it friendly.
You know what? I should do a 48 Laws of Power just going through Drake screwing up these last freaking 6 years of
his life.
Like, bro, you gave you top. Like,
he said we don't have to do this.
No, like so much stuff. Like, Drake, just ignore it and stop screwing other dudes' women. That's all you had to do.
Yeah. But yeah, when we get famous, the girls come out and be like, "Yo, Gavin gave me mid."
Oh, I mean,
believe all that.
Yeah. I mean, no, definitely believe that I gave out mid. No. My girl, if one of my girls say it, so not somebody I had a situationship with. But if like one of my girls said it's bullshit. But if it's somebody I had a situationship
yeah, believe it. Take it to the bank.
It's probably mid.
Shout out to the NFL Hall of Fame. Shannon Sharp, you did what famous brothers is supposed to do.
Yep, got your big brother in there. Sterling was a beast, man. A lot of y'all listening to this right now have no clue who Sterling Sharp is.
That'd be me, but I've been told by everybody Sterling is better than Shannon.
Sterling is way better than Shannon. Yeah. And not only that, for a good 6 years, I'm a Jerry Rice truther. And for a good 6 years, maybe for at least 4 of those years, I was worried. As a Jerry Rice fan, like as a kid, we'll argue shit, who's better, Sterling Sharp?
Yeah.
And Jerry Rice is like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I would make my case, but I was like, woo, boy.
Yeah.
This guy might be better than Jerry right now.
And I'm glad he got in. Like, I like when we do the right thing.
He deserved to be in, man. Like, career was cut short
because of the injury.
I mean, catching hospital balls from Brett Favre is going to do that to you. So I'm glad that the league saw, like, yeah, this guy was catching hospital balls from Brett. So
just like what the NBA did for Grant Hill.
Absolutely. Like, yo, dude, like, you just had a bad luck.
Yeah, you just had a bad luck, and thank you for doing what you did.
Yeah.
The Hornets is trying to say, nah, y'all gonna take this nigga. They trying to rescind that the damn physical. Like, so the Hornets traded Mark Williams to the Lakers for
I don't know what they found in Mark Williams. Boy, I think the Lakers are better with Mark Williams.
Boy, they've had to find something to say, nah.
They had to find, because I'm like, yo, Mark Williams been balling this year. I mean, he hasn't been healthy. So, which has been the case, I think, since Duke, if I'm being honest. I think he came from Duke. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like Mark Williams, he's a baller, man. So it must be really something crazy.
Yeah.
That they're like, nah, we ain't doing this.
Bro, watching the freaking Bucks game and Kyle Kuzma pops up in a Bucks uniform. I said, when the hell did this happen? But I just realized Chris Middleton got traded.
Yep, Middleton got traded. It's actually a nice move for them to replace him with Kuz. Now, here's the thing about Kuz. I don't think Kuz like playing basketball. No, I think he's talented. I don't think he's too talented to not be better than what he is.
Some of these niggas really just want to be rappers.
And they want to be rich. And it's just like, like Kyle, he
gives me that.
Yeah.
Like, he don't care. I don't think he care about basketball. I don't think LaMelo care about basketball.
I think LaMelo likes to play. I don't think he cares about being in the NBA.
Nah.
I think he would play. I think LaMelo would play anywhere. I think he just like playing dickhead basketball.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna make a list of people who really don't give a shit.
Yeah, like I just like to, if I would do this at LA Fitness. Like I would pull up in my Lambo, go in LA Fitness, shoot half court shots off of one leg, talk shit, go back home.
To that father, I don't know if you should. I need to figure out if you black or not. A father suing LaMelo because his kid ran up on a car and LaMelo drove off and rolled over his kid's foot allegedly. I got to figure out if you black or not before I say what I want to say. And I'm going to leave it at that. Aaron Rodgers, do not think you bringing your happy ass to Charlotte. I don't know where you about to play next year. You better go to Minnesota or somewhere.
Is the Jets going to cut him?
That's what they say, man. He ruined their whole franchise, and that's what you get.
No, he need to go in and just do a show with Pat McAfee. Like, football is kind of over for A-Rod. Like, he can't do the Tom Brady thing. Dude, I mean, we're being honest. Tom Brady struggled in Tampa Bay. Like he would start the season off and he'd look really, really good. And then by 8-9 games into the season, that arm be looking a little weak. They throwing to the boundaries instead of down the field. So, yeah, and he doesn't even look like Tom Brady did when he's throwing the ball. So,
that shit look bad.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. And not only that, this is the era for Aaron Rodgers to go, and do the Pat McAfee thing because we're in the MAGA era where you can get it off. Anti-vaccine, be a bigot. I mean, I see the word nigger. I see it more on Twitter now than I've seen in the Quentin Tarantino movie. So, like, this is the era, man. Get your shit off. Get your shit off, bro.
I'm watching the OJ Simpson doc. O'Shea, I want to know how Den of Thieves 2 is. Y'all ain't talked about that movie. Just let me know everything I need to know about that.
Is it out?
Yeah, it's been out.
Oh, wow. Oh,
he said it's out.
Let me put it in my notes there. I need to watch that.
It's been out. It's already, you can stream it online now.
Really?
Yes, bro. It's been out.
Yeah, that shit was terrible. O'Shea is suffering from the same thing that I'm suffering from, being sexy with a big stomach.
Let me tell you. This nigga had to throw that in there. When the last time I went to the cigar lounge, Darnell left to go watch that.
He left to go watch it
in the movie theater. That's how long it's been out.
Wow.
Think about the last time.
Yeah.
When was that? Mimi's birthday when we went to the cigar
it was
lounge.
like January, mid-January.
Yeah, so it's been out. I'm watching the OJ doc. I get now why people be like people obsessed with OJ. I was 5 when this happened. I don't remember it. I do remember. The joke for me growing up was if it don't fit, you must have quit, right?
Yeah.
Didn't know where it came from. I just knew that that happened. And look, I've seen every OJ doc that's out there. And when this one came on Netflix, I just clicked it, push play. Not learning nothing new. The only thing they are talking about in this doc that I think is new, they're showing all the evidence that either the police didn't collect, the police didn't turn in, statements that weren't turned in, notes that they're showing all the shit like, yo, this is the stuff that never got to the prosecutor.
Does it make it look like OJ's guilty or not guilty?
Oh, no, he did this shit. Like, they making it look more guilty. They're making it look like everybody's pointing the blame basically in episode 1.5, because that's how far I got so far, about like why he got off. And it ain't because of him. It's because we didn't do our jobs correctly.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, they literally have the gloves with his blood on it that just never got turned in, which is crazy.
That is insane.
That
is insane.
It's like that. The blood that was all in his car, those tests like weren't turned in. It's so much stuff that they just did not collect or turn in that it's like, okay. Like, was y'all trying to get him off? Like, or y'all was just so incompetent as police officers? So that's where it is. That's what I really am getting from it so far. Let's do this part before we got some time. Cam Newton, we're going to skip you. Ace and Keita. Let me play her part. We ain't playing nothing all day.
All right.
God dang it. I'm going to just play it up here because I ain't got the joint that I was supposed to do. Ace metaphor and Keita, this is getting better by the day. And the reason why I keep saying that, because how do we say this?
We sick of pandering ass dudes.
We told y'all what was going to happen.
And here's the thing. It never fails. It never fails that if a man is overly pandering, that he's hiding something.
Oh,
he's hiding something every time, right?
Oh,
and I'm not gonna name the guys who.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name the guys that hasn't been exposed. But we said it with Derrick Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We said it with Ace.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other names out there. You know, one of them is a pastor. One of them is a motivational speaker.
Shout out Timmy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it time and time again when dudes, because holding people accountable is having a conversation about yourself, right? Like most of the time when I come on here, I try to speak on myself. Like, this is what I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying this is from the perspective of men because, like, I'm not in a vacuum, right? Like, if you take men my age, demographic, income, education, we're probably going to be somewhere in this vicinity of how I speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I see guys that come online and pander, they speak as if they're exceptional, as if they're outside of everything that's going on,
Or they never did.
and they never did it, right? And then every single time, let's let Keita, let's let our sister speak.
Keita, we love you, sis.
A lot of you have been saying, thank you. The videos are less animated. You calm down. We really like that. We really appreciate that. I didn't calm down. You were witnessing a manic episode, and now you are witnessing me in a depressive state. I have been drained of energy by a demon. I'm not.
I like how you said demon.
Yeah, but you know what? I wanted that clip to play because
You didn't want this one. Sorry.
No, we got to play that one.
Okay.
But yeah, we got to play that one. But no, the reason why I played that is because I always say that we've let mental illness go so unchecked in this country that we're interacting with people that are mentally ill on a daily basis. And all of us are not mentally ill, but sometimes we are interacting. And mentally ill people will find one another, right? Ace is mentally unwell. Right. And Keita, go to Keita's page. I'm not going to say some of the things that Keita's alleging, but it rhymes with rooming. So go to her page and listen to that when she talks about Ace. But the fact that Keita's telling you that she's going through a manic episode, right? And the fact that she found Ace, I think that as a man, if you're dating, you're always like, yo, all these women are crazy. You might want to take a moment, look at yourself and say, okay, what is it about me that I'm attracting this?
What happened to Ace's girlfriend? She not there? No, I'm assuming they not together no more.
I didn't know. We're gonna play a clip, but
Okay.
evidently Ace was married, and no one knows this, and that's what he did not want exposed. Allegedly, play the second clip, and he was willing to pay for that to not be exposed.
You niggas are amazing.
Yes, but that's the NDA.
Hold up. No, I mean, shit, if you want to keep, like, I don't, like, look, it was 100 to talk about this and then 250 in work. Quote unquote.
100 to not talk about something.
For the NDA?
No, just this specific thing.
Right, that's the NDA. That's the one that I need to sign the NDA about.
One more question.
Yeah.
About just the 5 this year. Like 250 now, 256 months.
How much money does this
So
motherfucker
you
make?
need 500,000?
More than
I'm
that.
gonna tell you this: if you take that money and you just put it in the stock market, in 4 years you'll probably have more money.
You can hang up. This nigga is a narcissist. For one, if you dealing with that kind of money, let your lawyers handle that. Why are you on the phone? Hey, do y'all not know that iPhones just record conversation now? Like literally doing any phone conversation, you could just click record conversation now.
If you get in an Uber, they recording everything.
They're recording it. Like, dude, when you talk about this kind of money, and it's funny because I was going to bring up that clip last week, and then we ended up not doing it. And I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Because the whole thing I was going to say is like, hey, if you're trying to negotiate with somebody like this, why would you not use an attorney?
Facts. You gonna have to anyway.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Like, if you're talking about this kind of money, why are you on the phone trying to convince somebody to do something? And it's like, oh, you know what? At this point, he does seem like a narcissist. Now, I'm not saying that Keita's right. I don't know who's right. What I do know is we called out Ace Metaphor years ago and said, hey, man, anytime these dudes come with these pandering talking points, they full of shit.
Absolutely.
And now he's out here trying to get NDA signed. Supposedly, according to Keita, like her crash out is actually amazing. And I'm not calling her. I'm not saying she crash out. Keita's saying she's crash out. Like she actually says, "Welcome, my fellow crash outs," and then she goes down a whole rabbit hole.
That was the post I was reading
of everything that's going on with Ace. But supposedly, yeah, Ace was married for like 6 years and got divorced or whatever. So I don't know. The dude he's full of shit.
He is, but we've said that, and we got clowned. We got told to shut up.
Yeah.
I laugh at all this because Oh man, I said this on the podcast before me and you even got started, and I was telling one of my friends, I said, I was explaining to Kiana that time, and Corey was there, and I was like, yeah, one day men gotta have this open discussion about the men who like put the game down and the girls just fall for it, and they just be lying. And
they just be lying.
And then Corey was like, I think Key was like, nah. And Corey's like, no. That's a whole game. That is a skill. Like it is what Ace Metaphor did. And me and you have said this. You can't get mad at what he's doing. You just got to be mad that he's doing it because it first of all, it takes a skill. You got to sell out. You have to sell your soul to get there, right? To say, you know what?
Because you know you're bullshitting. And you know you're doing the opposite of what you're saying men are doing.
Absolutely. So you have to sell.
Men should do.
Selling your soul is hard to do.
Yes.
And to sell it on something that you don't believe, you gotta fall for it, right? And so he did that. Then he doubled down, made it bigger than what it was. Then to be doing all this and to watch your co-hosts sell their souls, that's another amazing feat. And then you making all this money, so it gets easier because I know what the hell's happening. He's going there, he's sitting at these bars with these chicks, and he's doing all this talking. And then guess what? They don't care about that gap. They don't care about that hair.
No,
they don't care about the way he dressed, which be looking goofy.
Because he got the money.
I got $500,000 for you to shut up.
Yeah, he has the money. And
how much money do you have to tell somebody I'm gonna pay you $500,000 to shut up? About one thing.
About one thing that I don't want folks to know. That's insane.
You got to be making 10 times that in a year.
He's definitely, and as a business model, I mean, like I said, he did not waste money. He did not move it to New York or LA or Atlanta because then you gonna be working it to that money. He's staying right there and wherever he is in Ohio. I think it's Dayton is where he's in.
Because I know you're paying for it.
I didn't say that. I don't know. And I'm not anti-paying for pussy. If you want to pay for pussy, feel free to pay for pussy. I just like it postpaid. I don't like it prepaid.
No, you got to put the money in the envelope before the deed start.
No. I was just saying I prefer to date. Oh. Like I prefer to take you out. God, good Lord, Cal. Yeah, I mean,
girl don't make it this far.
Again, I'm not better than anybody. Right? I'm not above. I'm just saying I prefer not to.
Let me tell you, Slores, one thing. When we start going on tour, I will have a drink at the bar, and I'm leaving Mike down there by himself.
Mike is not even gonna be down there. Like Mike is one very very bougie when he has money, so he's not gonna see wherever I'm at.
That's true. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah,
but I'm leaving y'all early.
And two. I'm not messing my money up. I'm not getting to this point in my life to get a bunch of money to screw it up over box. That ain't happening. True. Box, fights, whatever it is. Like, bro, like that would have been 26-year-old Mike. Like 46-year-old Mike, bro. I will separate money from box. I don't care who you could be Tyler, and I'd be like, yo, if we making money together, you gotta wait till we not making money.
Mike will fire that ass because that's right up his alley. That's his girl. Mike is firing that skinny girl. Mike like the skinnies.
I like them there, man. I like picking a woman up, man. Like
what you got planned this weekend? We're not even going. Oh, before we do that,
one
thing I learned from all this: some of y'all that are creating content is messing with y'all mental health, and y'all need to get offline. I see a lot of people that's doing, and I ain't talking about just keto.
Yeah.
I'm talking about some of us that do what we do.
Yeah.
Some of us that I saw a lot of people crashing out about this Kendrick Lamar show who are Drake fans online making deep dives.
Bro, the deep dives in the show was actually
the deep dives from both sides is amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing people get physically upset or what they appear to be physically upset, and I'm like, please get offline.
Yeah, here's the thing you got to remember about the internet, right? The internet,
it's not real.
It's not real. It is not real. Like, and look, I can prove to you that it's not real. Tell me the last time you've seen a failure on the internet posted by the person that failed.
Never, because they even when they do post it, they tell you how they came up. And
exactly, you would never. you might see a ring camera of somebody failure, but they didn't post that, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to remember that the internet is not real. Like even sometimes when I comment, I'll look at that shit and then I'll be like, "Yep, move on from that." Like
I'm not gonna give any names. But some of y'all favorite girls have DM'd me when I've been out the country and said, send me a certain picture so they can post it later.
Yeah. Like, I'll tell you, internet's not real, man. So you really can't, if you are a content creator, I mean, I get it because, I mean, this is fun. And look, this is the podcast era. I know a lot of y'all hate podcasts. I love it because for the first time, we really get to see how everybody is, right? In real time, because you can't hide yourself 24/7. Matter of fact, I'll go here, and I know I shoot black men a lot of bail, and
Facts.
this is not going to be. I'm not shooting you guys bail. This is actually true. Only one demographic of individuals in the whole planet improve their social status online, and that has been black men.
Okay.
Black men are the only, because our social status was pretty much just all crooks and criminals.
Facts. Uneducated.
Yeah. And it's like we're the only, everybody else have ruined their social status online. Like they have proven themselves to be exactly what everybody like have been like, yo, I think you like this. And you like, no, I'm this way. Black men have been the only people that have actually increased their social status online to be like, no, like we are intellectuals. We are,
we smarter than y'all think. We stronger than y'all think. We faster than y'all think. We dress better than y'all think. We cook better than y'all think.
We cook. We move in culture. We love our kids. We take it. Like black men have done. Look, our job is not done because our press kit is still shit because we never put together our press kit.
Facts.
But as a demographic, man, I'm telling you, like black men have increased their social status online because when you go to other places around the world, you are viewed differently, and a lot of that comes from how you are presented online.
I've been watching a lot of the videos on our channel. Never mind. This is our algorithm. It's gonna make us look crazy. Of the people that just go to these other countries and just film all the chicks at the little spots, like in different countries. I'm just like, damn. Some of these bodies clearly are fake, but I'm just like, some of them tough.
Some good stuff going on out there in the world.
That's why I'm gonna go to Colombia and get my veneers done. Y'all ain't finna break me for $2,000 a tooth. I'm gonna get y'all. What you got planned this weekend? D-Day weekend.
I got the kid, man. I'm not doing anything. I got the kid, so my son's mother, hopefully she's having a great Valentine's Day weekend. Big ups to my son's mother, and I hope she has an amazing Valentine's Day weekend, whatever she's doing.
Absolutely. My girl tricked me. She's no longer going out of town on V-Day weekend. Thought I'd skate. So no, I will be here. We don't celebrate. We've been together too long, man. We've been together since 2011, and I know everybody gonna do it. I am not being romantic or not celebrating with her. Valentine's Day is a scam. It get y'all every time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna celebrate. I'm gonna do it so my boy take her out.
Wait, you clean that up.
My boy my son.
Yeah. To clean that up.
No, even though Ben and Ryan supposed to take Karina out separately. So we got this cool thing. So we've all of us, we all hang out. So I've taken Ann out to eat. It's just because we went to a creator thing. And so we was there as artists. And then afterwards, I was like, yo, let's go grab something to eat. Because we both was hungry. And so we went and ate. So I sent Ryan a picture. I was like, all right, I'm taking your wife out. You got to take my girl out, and you ain't taking her on damn McDonald's because we was at North Italia or some shit. So
I like North Italia.
Yeah, so Ryan got to take her out, and Ben got to take her out, and then But anyway, we gonna probably have my son. All three of us will go out and give my son the debit card so he could turn it in if I still got money on that shit. And then but yeah, we chilling, man. I gotta work. I'm trying to get back to it. Photography finally picking up. I have found a unique way of stop taking pictures of you ladies and the boyfriend you just met a month ago. So I got out of that.
Hey man, long as he paying the bills, man, go with it. Go with it.
Yeah, but then they hit you up later and be like, I need you to take that down. He dumped me.
Oh my God.
Nah, bitch. I like this picture. Look, I want to thank everybody for listening, checking in. We supposed to be going on a little mini pod tour, as in one pod. We'll see. But then, yeah, man, it's time to get some guests on. We're going to put it on the website in the next month or so where you can sign up. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Mike has not approved this, so it might change. If we don't know you, we ain't never heard of you, and you ain't never listened to an episode, you will be paying to come sit on one of these couches.
Oh, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. So don't think you about to come up in. So if y'all see a nigga that come in here and we don't know him, he has paid to be here. And I'm making it clear very much now.
Hey, we also need audio visual aid up here with us. So
yeah, if you want to come work,
yeah, if you want to come up here. If you gonna be consistent, get our numbers up.
Yeah, come help.
Yeah,
and shout out to Sky. I did a consultation with her for her marketing. I did a consultation with her for her marketing agency she's starting, And she was like, oh, I took some notes on your podcast if you would love to hear. I said, oh, this is what you went to school for? This is what you do for big brands?
Oh, what did she say?
Very interesting. Her first thing was, well, Pastor Mike has some things I don't agree with, but I'm not going to let that taint my visual on what you guys are saying.
That's the point.
That is the point. That was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing she said, she wants more segments. She said that she would love to know real life examples of like us parenting, not like, hey, your son did this or, whatever. But it's like, she was like, y'all never tell like, you know what? I thought this day was going this way. My kid just threw a wrench in that shit. And this is how
she got to listen more because our kids be running us around all the time.
Yeah, but I think sometimes me and you just leave them off because it's not really a parenting thing.
Yeah.
And then she also said we need to highlight more because she asked about guests. And so I was telling her, she was like, I think y'all should highlight more guests, but make sure they dads. And she was talking about like different groups we need to get in.
I would definitely like, to focus in on that. But again, as I always tell folks, it's about from a black male's point of view of men that are fathers, right? So not so much like parenting tips because I would never tell someone else how to parent. Like when I watch other people parent, I'll often see them doing something that I wouldn't do, right? I wouldn't dare be like, don't do that. Yeah. Because everybody gets to raise their children
however they want. That's not what she was.
Yeah.
What she was getting at is it doesn't have to be, because she asked that, are y'all parenting podcasts? And then I was like, no, we are this and that. She said, cool. She said, now it'll just be a dope thing if it's just like everybody that just came up there was just dads as well.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I definitely think that.
That's what she was getting
Because I think that's the point of view. I think in the productive black male community, right, when you have people that are responsible for more than just themselves, I think you get a more elevated point of view.
Yeah.
Right? Versus, Cam, right? Cam said, I'd rather have a Super Bowl. I'd rather have an MVP than a Super Bowl, right? That speaks to a certain level of selfishness.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you look at like, just certain things, this is not a bash on Cam. I know he take care of his kids, right? But if you look at, how he has children, right? That you can look at that statement and then you can look at, that part and say, you know what? I see the connection there. And I just think that men, especially black men that are active fathers, I think that the way that you look at life is more whole than I think sometimes outside of that. So that was the whole idea. Is like, when you was coming into fatherhood, I was like, well, shit, he's about to learn so much about himself that this is the perfect time for us to make this, to make this pivot.
Yeah. Other key notes, I found it on here.
Yeah.
She said she wants more info on like the type of like pod we are.
All right.
She said, get some token experts, variation in content. She was telling me about our titles, like how we need to work better on that. And she gave some info there, which she was right. I was like, all right. She loved the media kit. She was like, work on our hashtags. And she was saying like, hold on, you niggas ain't finna get all this shit.
As you can tell, we enjoy criticism. Look, when y'all drop real constructive criticism, we actually take it to heart because that's free information. When you just hate and call names, like we don't really pay attention. We let you get it all. Yeah. If you don't look, here's the thing: you can say something and you can say something twice. If you double or triple respond, you're gonna get blocked because you too emotional.
And that's us doing too much. It's funny when bigger people get, they like, yo, make your first disrespectful comment worth it.
Yeah,
like, make it good.
Make it good. Like
it's the only one you get. So yeah, absolutely, man. But I love y'all. Hey, if you got anything else, Mimi, I'm letting you know right now. My girl is out the country. Mike thinks she has a whole family and a house in a whole different country. So I will not be there on Thursday. I'm gonna give you the heads up now.
Well, we know she can't have a baby out the country.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that would have been obvious, but your girl stay gone.
Yeah, she might got a house over there. She makes so much money.
I think she has a house.
Yeah.
I don't think she has somebody else. I don't think you're gonna have to experience what Montoya is experiencing.
Oh my gosh, let me get up out of here. Look, we're gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy. Yeah, I don't think